Ekrem İmamoğlu sent to court. Statements by the prosecutor's office are ongoing. IMM Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu, who was detained as part of terrorism and corruption investigations, was sent to court after his statement was taken. 30 prosecutors were assigned to question the suspects at the courthouse. The statement process of 91 suspects, including İmamoğlu, is ongoing. While İmamoğlu's statement regarding the terrorism investigation lasted approximately 1 hour, his statement regarding the corruption investigation has begun to be taken. IMM Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu and 91 other people were sent to court after their statements at the police department within the scope of the terrorism and corruption investigations. The investigations launched by the Istanbul Chief Public Prosecutor's Office against IMM Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu and 99 suspects for the crimes of being a criminal organization manager, being a member of a criminal organization, extortion, bribery, aggravated fraud, unlawfully obtaining personal data and rigging a tender, and against 7 suspects including İmamoğlu, IMM Deputy Secretary, General Mahir, Polat, and Kylie, Mayor Resul Emrah Şahan, for the crime of aiding the PKK-KCK terrorist organization are ongoing. Statements at the police office completed. 91 suspects, including IMM Mayor İmamoğlu, IMM advisor to the Mayor Murat Ongun, Beylikdüzü Mayor Murat Kalik, Kali Mayor Şahan, Sinjar Erkan Saatçi, and Serdar Haydamlık, were caught in an operation conducted by the Istanbul Police Department, Financial Crimes and Counter-Terrorism Branch, office teams upon the detention warrants issued. Within the scope of the investigation, the suspects' procedures at the police station have been completed. The suspects, who were taken from the Vatan campus of the Istanbul Police Department in 14 minibuses, were taken to the Istanbul courthouse in Caglian after a health check at the Istanbul Faculty of Medicine Annex building. On the other hand, it was learned that Ekrem İmamoğlu was taken to the courthouse in a separate vehicle. 30 prosecutors assigned. It was learned that the suspect's statements will be taken by a total of 30 prosecutors working at the Terror Crimes Investigation Bureau and the Organized Crimes Investigation Bureau. 91 suspects in custody, while 87 suspects, including IMM Mayor İmamoğlu, were detained within the scope of the corruption investigation. It was determined that 6 suspects were fugitives and 7 suspects were abroad. In the investigation launched on the charge of aiding the terrorist organization PKK-KCK, it was stated that 4 out of 7 suspects, including İmamoğlu, were detained and 3 suspects are fugitives. Terror and corruption investigations against IMM. The Istanbul Chief Public Prosecutor's Office launched an investigation into IMM Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu and 99 suspects for the crimes of being a leader of a criminal organization, being a member of a criminal organization, extortion, bribery, aggravated fraud, unlawfully obtaining personal data and rigging a tender, and into 7 suspects including İmamoğlu, IMM Deputy Secretary, General Mahir, Polat, and Kylie, Mayor Resul Emrah Şahan for the crime of aiding the PKK-KCK terrorist organization. Prosecutors' office statements have begun to be taken. The statements of 91 suspects, including IMM President Ekrem İmamoğlu, who were detained within the scope of the terror and corruption investigation targeting IMM, have begun to be taken at the courthouse. The decision may be made tomorrow at noon. TGRT News reporter Hanifi Mahir reported the latest developments in front of the courthouse in Caglian, stating that the interrogations are ongoing at the courthouse. Hanifi Mahir said that they met with the trial lawyers and that they said the result could come out at 6 a.m. or tomorrow at noon. Mahir conveyed the following. After the statement process is over, Ekrem İmamoğlu, Mahir, Polat, Resul Emrah Şahan, and Mehmet Ali Kalikin will be taken down to the 7th floor and terror prosecutors will write a referral letter regarding these 4 people or request their release. Later, statements of other criminals will be taken within the scope of the corruption investigation, and finally, İmamoğlu will be called to testify by the organized crime prosecutor because İmamoğlu is the leader of the criminal organization. After this statement, İmamoğlu will be taken down to 7 again, and the corruption prosecutor will make the referral letter or release decision. The file lawyers say that it will continue until the middle of the new day and can be seen at 12 o'clock. Some lawyers say that it will be concluded at 6 in the morning. İmamoğlu's terrorism statement is complete. Corruption statement is being taken. It was reported that Ekrem İmamoğlu, who was detained within the scope of being a criminal organization leader, extortion, bribery, qualified fraud, terror and corruption investigation, has completed his terror investigation statement, which lasted approximately 1 hour. On the other hand, Ekrem İmamoğlu's statement regarding the corruption investigation has begun to be taken.